So how much does solar cost for your house in the UK? So prices range between 5,000 and, well, truth of the matter is 50, 60,000 pounds. But between 5 and 10,000 pounds is where we would expect to put a pretty good system on a property at the moment. If you don't have a battery, you're going to be near the 5,000 pound mark. If you want battery, at least one, and I'd strongly recommend you have at least one battery, you're looking at between 7 and 12,000 pounds. Other things that will impact on the cost of the system are the size of your roof, how many panels you put on it, and there's always that balance. Just because you've got a big roof doesn't mean you need to fill it with solar panels. If you've only got a 2-bed house, fairly flat roof, up and over, you might fit 12 panels on it, but you probably only will need 8. So the best bet is to give us a call, 0133 2497. We'll arrange for someone to talk you through what you've got and what you need. So you don't always need the biggest system. You need a system that suits your property, both your usage and your roof. So we do strongly recommend you get a battery. A battery is going to add about 2,000 to 2,500 pounds to the system. There are a range of different batteries. If you go for a Tesla, you're going to be paying about 9,000 pounds just for the battery. So, but if you go for a Solax or a similar brand, you're going to be paying between 1,700 and 2,500 pounds for the battery in itself. So those are the things that you need to factor in when looking at costing solar. But it is not an exact science. It's bespoke to property and it's bespoke to usage. If you've got a hot tub, you'll want a different system than to someone that doesn't have a hot tub. If you've got a swimming pool, just buy as much solar as you can clearly afford it. We know you're going to cut that. Okay, so what's included when you buy a solar system? You will get everything. So it's a full turnkey solution. That'll be the scaffold, the roofing mounting kit, the panels, the cables that run down to your isolators, an inverter, the battery, the connection to your consumer unit. Everything that you need will be involved in that. You'll also get an MCS certificate, HIES or a third-party guarantee. So if the company that does the install for you goes bust and your system fails, you can go to the third party and they will recompense you and put the system back right again. So everything is a turnkey solution. Very few people will give you just one aspect of an install. So very few people just put panels on your roof or just do the electric side of it. It's done in a one because the way that the certification is, MCS requires the installer to give you a certificate for everything, not just. So what pushes the cost of solar up when you install it on your house? A battery. So a battery is going to put, it depends on the type of battery, between 2,000 and 10,000 pound. Tesla at the 10,000 pound. Solax others 1,500 to 2,500 pounds. That's going to add a big chunk to it. If we need to bridge over things, so you've got a conservatory and we need to bridge over conservatory roof, then that scaffolding cost is going to put the price up. If you've got a complex roof, so you've got 3 panels here, 2 panels there, 4 panels there, that'll increase the cost of the install. If you've got a difficult consumer unit, it's an old consumer unit, you may need to take that out and replace it. That's going to increase the cost again. You may need a new EICR, which is an electrical certification for the whole house. What would push the price for solar install down? So if you had a simple install, so it's up and over roof, single story, so much less scaffolding, less panels, no battery, it's the easier the install, the less the cost. Another thing that drop the cost of your solar install would be if you went on the Warmer Home Scheme, because it gives you free solar, free battery, free everything, so if you qualify. So what's the payback period on solar? So you're looking at between 5 and 12 years. In reality, if you've got batteries, you're using a lot of batteries, it all depends on your power usage, but you'll get your money back in good time. I don't think that the return on investment period is really relevant to this. I think this is more about energy security and having a bit of control over your power. Because at the minute, no one has any control over their power. Putin does something, Trump does something, somebody does something, and we become victims of that. Fuel prices go up, energy prices go up. It just gives you a bit more freedom. Don't look at the return on investment. Look at the benefits to the planet and the benefit to you as far as your security goes.